Was in the middle of a legal dispute between his parents today in Judge Kathleen Stryker's 224th District Court at his dad's behest.
He was trying to use COVID and the vaccine as a bludgeon.
Jesus Reyna and Miranda Mars have 3 kids. 2 have been vaccinated, but their 9-year-old is too young to get the shot. That's why Reyna wants his ex-wife to be vaccinated to keep their son safe.
It's hard to be a parent and make these decisions to begin with.
Mars says she's not comfortable getting the vaccine yet, and now she won't have to. After a short hearing, Judge Stryker ruled Mars can't be forced to get vaccinated to retain her visitation rights.
I'm very grateful that my kids are not being taken away over this.
Attorney Adam Wheeler was not surprised at the verdict, but he's concerned about what he calls a slippery slope.
I was hoping that the court wouldn't even really entertain oral arguments on the matter and send a clear message to all attorneys in this area.
The message he's advocating?
That COVID-19 and the vaccine and the issues surrounding it aren't going to be used as weapons in the family law courts.
This might not be the last word on COVID being used as legal strategy.
Just because we, quote, didn't prevail today doesn't mean that other attorneys won't try either, depending on how bad, the pandemic gets.
What's the decision mean for Mars?
It's Thursday and tomorrow I pick up my kids at 6 o'clock and I haven't seen them in a few weeks. So movie night's going to be extra fun.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has said he will enforce the $1,000 fines against school officials for requiring masks. But constitutional attorneys we spoke to say Paxton and the governor lack authority to do that. The issue was first raised in a statement by the Harris County attorney, who claims Attorney General Ken Paxton has admitted in court neither he nor the governor can enforce penalties for violations of the ban on mask mandates. That can only be done by local district attorneys. The Attorney General is telling one story to the public and another to the courts, creating confusion for the school districts, superintendents, and local officials who are trying to keep students and residents safe. Is that true? Do Abbott and Paxton lack the authority to penalize local officials?
Yes, that's true.
Dr. Bill Criss is a political and legal analyst.
And so if a law says, you could go to jail for X number of days or you could be fined X number of dollars, that's something that local district attorneys enforce as a criminal statute. It's not something the Attorney General enforces.
The district attorney for Bexar County, Joe Gonzalez, released a statement Thursday saying no prosecutions of school district officials within my jurisdiction as Bexar County DA will occur as a result of those issuing mask mandates. Constitutional attorney David Cole says Attorney General Paxton can go another route.
The Attorney General does have some other remedies to make a district comply, to seek an injunction or something requiring it to follow regulations.
Paxton implied that in a statement, saying mask mandates across our state are illegal and judges must abide by the law. Further noncompliance will result in more lawsuits.
It does not hold up to what we call the standard of care in medicine.
As COVID surges, people are going to desperate measures to find ways to combat it. A livestock deworming treatment called ivermectin is gaining traction online as an alternative to getting a vaccine. However, it's having some extreme consequences. And now the FDA, along with the South Texas Poison Center, are among those speaking out against it.
This is made for animals that weigh 1,000 pounds, 800, 1,000, 1,200 pounds. So it is a very concentrated formulation.
Ivermectin, a commonly used livestock dewormer, now being widely sought as a COVID treatment. 260 calls for human exposure or poisoning so far this year.
If it continues at this rate, which it likely will, that'd be about 390 cases. So clearly more than double what we've seen the previous 2 years.
So undeniably noticeable.
Symptoms of an overdose can be severe.
It can get to the point where you can actually have seizures, coma, and other neurologic findings.
Dr. Pierre Corey is leading a national push to make ivermectin a mainstream alternative to vaccines.
In terms of where you're getting your information, which scientific journals, or you mentioned studies, so can you reference a few of them so I can look into them?
I think we should be clear that I'm probably one of the foremost clinical experts on the use of ivermectin in COVID-19.
So I have published one of the definitive review papers. That's actually was based on data from January.
The FDA has not approved it and is now warning people against ingesting the version used for livestock.
Ivermectin is not used to treat viruses. We have medicines that are used to treat viruses, medicines that are used to treat parasites, and medicines that are used to treat bacteria. This is not an antiviral medicine.
While there may be research underway, there's no proof that it works to treat COVID.
It does not hold up to what we call the standard of care in medicine. At this point, it's causing much more harm than good.
We called 4 different livestock feed businesses. All of them were sold out. There are 2 classes of people reporting to Texas Poison Control.
The first group would be people who are trying to prevent getting COVID.
The other group? People who are sick with COVID.
You have somebody who's already compromised, perhaps even short of breath, needing oxygen, needing to go to the emergency department. When it comes to a formulation of a medicine that was intended for very large animals, like 1,000 pounds, there's no way you're going to get a dose correct.
And to be clear, the products sold in livestock stores should only be used to treat animals. The best defense against COVID is getting a vaccine.
It's very common for pets to come into the clinic for dribbling urine. Now, when it comes to puppies, this is often due to overexcitement. For example, when the owner comes home after being away for a long period of time, and generally this resolves with age as the pup develops better bladder control. However, in my older dogs, particularly my spayed females, we can see incontinence, and these dogs will often present to the vet for urinating or dribbling in their sleep. With that being said, there are many other medical issues that can cause inappropriate urination, like urinary tract infections or kidney disease. So, if you have any concerns when it comes to your pet, be sure to reach out to your local vet to discuss workup and treatment options. Connect with us at our station website by looking up For Pet's Sake. We'd also love to see your favorite pet moments that you can share with our community. Go to our news app, click Explore, chime in, and upload your pet-tastic photos.